Right then, this looks like one of those games that gives you plenty of confidence. For about 5 seconds, a target spinning around, a single action, and the job seems fairly straightforward. At least until you realize every decision affects the next one. Let's see how this goes. A calm start. One careful throw, nicely placed. No need to rush. Another one, that fits rather well. I quite enjoy games that reward patience more than speed. It's tempting to keep going without thinking, although that's usually the quickest way to end an otherwise good attempt. Here's another opening. Take a moment. Now, nicely done. So far, everything feels under control. The interesting part is that the target never really lets you settle for long. Just when you think you've found a comfortable rhythm, it changes direction or speed just enough to make you think again. That definitely keeps things interesting. Another careful throw. Leave a bit of space. Then one more. That worked out nicely. I've noticed that these sorts of games quietly test your attention. Not because they're complicated, but because they ask you to stay focused on the same task for longer than you expect. Here comes another section. The gaps are looking smaller now. Let's not force anything. Wait, there's the opening, nicely through. I'll happily take that. Another attempt. A steady start again. One throw. Then another. It's surprising how quickly things can change. One small misjudgment, and suddenly you're beginning again. That's part of the challenge. The next attempt might last only a few seconds, or it might go much further. You never really know until you start. Back into it. A little patience. A little timing. That felt much cleaner. I quite like how every successful throw gives you just enough confidence for the next one, without ever making things feel too comfortable. A few more careful decisions. No rushing. Wait for the opening. Now, nicely done. We're getting towards the final part. The spaces are tighter. The target is still moving. Stay patient. One more. Then another. That came together rather well. I'd say that was a satisfying session. Simple controls. A steadily growing challenge. And plenty of moments where waiting turned out to be the better choice. Now I'm curious, when you play games like this, do you make your move as soon as you see an opening? Or do you prefer waiting a little longer before committing?